First and foremost, a big thank you to the company Maono for allowing me to be the very first one to review their new microphone. This is the 902L Fairy Light. Not to be confused with the 902 Fairy. This is the 902L Fairy Light from the company Maono. Is this USB microphone even worth buying? I don't know, but you and I are both going to find out right here in this video. Woohoo, let's jump in! Inside the cardboard doors, you'll find one microphone, one USB Type-C cable, one TRS conversion cable, a storage bag, and a user manual. Now, before we take a closer look at this mic, I want to talk about who this product is for and its ideal uses. Maono claims that this mic would be an ideal use for podcasting, gaming online, video chat, and recording vocals and instruments. I couldn't agree more. However, if your intention is to record professional vocals or music on this microphone, there are a couple things you need to be aware of. We'll talk about it in just 1 minute. Having a closer look at this mic, it looks identical to the 902 Fairy microphone, but there are some differences. For example, the 902 Fairy has a dual mode switch for switching between cardioid and omnidirectional. This 902L Fairy Light does not. It only supports the cardioid pattern. Now, there could be some internal hardware differences between the two as well. However, I was unable to find any documentation to confirm that. Taking a look at the front of the unit, you have two manual knobs that light up when powered on. The top knob controls your volume level. Also, when it's pushed in, the microphone will go into mute mode, and pushing it once more will remove it from mute mode. The bottom knob controls the headphone monitoring level. And then on the back, you have a headphone jack with zero latency monitoring and a USB Type-C port. Connected to the microphone, you have an aluminum metal collapsible stand that can be removed by simply unscrewing the hand screws. Removing these made it easier for me to install the microphone into my shock mount. Now, for those of you who would prefer to use a different stand or a different mount, Maono does offer a rotating desktop stand that's sold separately. The 902L Fairy Light microphone is a condenser mic that has a 14mm capsule. It's capable of sampling a 16-bit 44.1 kHz or 48 kHz rate. So what does all that mean? Well, in simple terms, it means that this microphone is capable of producing standard CD audio quality. In terms of the setup, there are multiple ways to set up this microphone depending on your intended use. The setup for using with the Mac or PC could not be any easier. Simply plug this microphone in, make sure it's selected as the primary mic, and you're ready to rock. It was literally a plug-and-play experience when connecting to my Windows laptop and my MacBook Pro. Another flexible way this microphone can be used is by connecting it to your Android or iOS device. For you Android users, you want to make sure you're running Android 5.1 or later. You'll also need an on-the-go adapter in order to connect the microphone to your Android device. Once connected, you can use your favorite recording app and start recording. iOS users, you will need to purchase a Lightning to USB adapter in order to connect the microphone to your iOS device. Once connected, you can use your favorite recording app and start recording. Now, I'll leave links down in the description of this video to make it a little bit easier to find these adapters and cables that I'm referring to. So the big question everyone wants to know is, how does this microphone sound? Well, let's do a couple tests and find out. Woo. So this is what it sounds like when the doves cry. All right, so we switched over to the Maono 902L Fairy Light microphone, and this is what it sounds like. I want to talk about the volume knob on this thing for a second, because the volume knob on this microphone is extremely sensitive. And what I mean by sensitive is a little bit of volume on this microphone really goes a long way. Normally when I have a USB microphone that has a volume knob on it, I like to start somewhere around the halfway point in terms of volume, and then adjust it from there. But this microphone with the volume halfway up was extremely too loud for my ears, or at least for my liking. So the sweet spot I found for my vocals and for my ears is to turn this microphone all the way down and then scoot in about 2 to 3 inches away. That's where I get the best quality for my vocals and for my ears. Now, that's when speaking directly into the mic from the front. If you have this thing attached to a boom arm or some type of mic stand and you want to talk to the mic or talk into the mic from the top, then I found that having the volume turned all the way down, my vocals sound a little bit more weak. So I kind of tweaked the settings, and what I did there was, when speaking in top of the mic, I turned the volume halfway up, and that was a sweet spot for my vocals when speaking into the top. So I know, a little bit confusing. When speaking directly in front of the mic like I am now, I turn it all the way down 2 to 3 inches away from the microphone. When speaking into the top, turn it to the halfway point, 2 to 3 inches away from the microphone, and you're good. At least for me. I used to wonder why my grandma raised her hands up in church. She would duck her head and laugh and then get hit with her purse. Reverend Bill would tell me stop acting up. God don't like a bad child, son, straighten it up. I put my head down to hide my face. Please don't bother me right now because I'm going through that phase. And then my grandma kissed my cheek and told me that's not the way. She said whatever makes you angry, simply fight it with grace. Thank you for your love and all your grace. And all the grace you've given and for every impure thought that you wiped out my mind. Lord, I lift your name up high toward the mighty blue sky. To worship you and raise your name above all mankind. Just for that we want to say thank you, Lord, for the grace that you've given me. Thank you, Lord, for the times that I couldn't see. Thank you, Lord, for all the love that I received. Thank you, Lord, for the grace that you've given me. Thank you, Lord, for the times that you kept me. Thank you, Lord, for all the grace you've given me. And so here's my conclusion. Is this microphone worth purchasing? Absolutely yes. It's small, compact, lightweight, and capable of producing good sound quality. Now, you're going to have to find that sweet volume spot for your vocals, but when you do, I think you're going to smile at this microphone. Is this the best USB microphone out right now for recording? Well, probably not, and I don't think Maono intended this to be the best microphone on the market. However, what this microphone is, it's a very strong competitor for other microphones in its class. Now, it may not be as elegant and pretty looking as the Blue Raspberry, but sound quality wise, it's definitely a competitor. For those who don't want to spend $190 on a USB mic, then this 902L Very Light is worth having a look at. In regards to my gripes, well, I don't necessarily have a gripe, but there are some comments that I want to make. I would have liked to see the Android and iOS adapters included with this microphone. For someone buying this solely to use with their phone or tablet, they're going to have to hunt around on the internet for the needed adapters, and that could detour a potential buyer who's non-technical. Not only that, but when companies include small but useful accessories like that, it really does have an impact on the user experience. So customers love that, I love that. Something maybe Maono to think about in the future. In regards to my likes, on the flip side, they did include a storage bag. Thank you, Maono, for doing that. You guys know how I feel about storage cases and bags. Very useful, very important. My second like is in regards to how easy this mic is to set up and use. Plug and play and then use it your way. I like it. Last but not least is the sound quality. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars just to get a good sound quality. I think this microphone is a perfect testament to that. If you enjoyed this video, then please take a quick second and hit that thumbs up button. Then share this video on your social network so someone else can benefit from it as well. And if you're not subscribed, come on, I've been saying this for a long time. We need to change it right now. I want you to be a part of my family, so go ahead and click that subscribe button. And then last but not least, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. I read them all. And that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Sound you later.